Another 2.
Bravo, bravo.
Quiet! Your name?
Donato Bradin, known as Braghe, for the Corporation of Gondoliers.
And you? Menego Zanin for the Murano Glassblowers. Quiet!
Repeat after me. Fair and square.
Fair and square.
According to the rules.
According to the rules.
As they've always been in the past.
As they've always been in the past.
Well done. From the sounds, I'd call it a tie.
By St. Mark, Bortolo, they're absolutely equal.
He's right.
Your hearing is better than my sight.
There is a good 100 ducats here for the man with guts enough to try for it. Or do I put it in the community fund? How about it? No one else? That's it. I declare closed.
Not yet, Bortolo. The game's just beginning.
It's about time you got here. What made you so late?
Your Republican soldiers are wide awake tonight. I had to wait for the moon to go down to get by them. I missed some good chances to crack mercenaries' heads because I didn't want to keep you waiting too long. Well, who wants to stand up against me? I'm here. Ready. Here's my 100 ducats. Put them with the others, Bortolo. Well? Come on. Isn't there one man among you? Or have you all gone soft, like all the rest of Venice? You love money, but you won't fight for it. Isn't there one of you that will fight for it?
In the name of Venice and of St. Mark, I cover the 100 ducats and accept your challenge.
I've never seen you, but you're well built. Very well. Very well. I can see that you come from good stock. But tell me something. Do you have 100 ducats?
I'll guarantee him.
Who is this Bortolo for whom you risk so much money?
I am Sandrigo Bembo, son of the Doge.
The Doge's son, you say? And what are you, the son of the haughty Bembo, doing here in such common company?
I find my friends where I choose.
You're a lucky boy. You've an enemy in the same place. I'll enjoy beating you almost as much as if I were beating the old devil himself. Fair, square. According to the rules, since the beginning of Venice. This is your father, boy. And the cut of my axe is only a small part of my hatred for him.
From the sound, it's gone very deep.
Deep enough to slice through a thick neck. He swings an axe with all the force of the Executioner of Venice.
Fair and square.
Well done, Sandrigo.
You're very strong, lad. But we'll meet again.
Whenever you wish. Meanwhile, I'll give your respects to the Doge. What is your name?
Guarneri. I am very happy.
Thank you, Michele.
Sandrigo.
What Hello. Who is that man?
A pirate.
An Uscock?
Yes.
He speaks with a Venetian accent.
I didn't notice.
You have the best ears in Venice.
Well, his accent is none of my business.
He hates Venice and he hates my father. Why?
Maybe he has a reason. I don't know. Venice hasn't always done her best for her sons. Whatever his problem here on the Giudecca, he's a guest. Remember.
Yes.
You haven't seen this man ever. Here are your winnings.
Thank you. Friends! Brothers! Listen! Tonight is my last night with you. Tomorrow I'm marrying the most beautiful girl in Venice. Here! Take it! And drink to her health! To the health of the bride! Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. Leonora!
Sandrigo! I was worried, Sandrigo. I was afraid something had happened to you.
Good. I like that. It proves that you love me.
I would have died if anything had happened to you tonight. Our last night.
Our last night. We have a whole lifetime together. Leonora, I love you. I never want you to have a moment of unhappiness after we're married.
Then, promise me something, Sandrigo.
What is it?
Promise me you won't go to the Giudecca after we're married.
I can't. I can't make a promise I won't keep.
Oh, please, if you love me.
I'll make you another promise. I promise I'll never go to the Giudecca without you.
You take me to that terrible place? Me, your wife? To those thieves, bakers, and horrible women?
If you knew them as I do, you'd know they're the heart of Venice. They're poor people, Leonora. Very poor. They've never had what we have, and they never will. They live as best they can.
My father says that all the evil of Venice comes from the Giudecca.
Your father, my father, they live in high places. They don't even see what happens to the little people. And they don't care. But they must.
Why? What difference does it make to them?
The difference between friends and enemies. Especially to my father.
Everyone loves your father.
That's what we think. But only tonight I met a man whose hate for my father is so great that he even hates me for being his son.
Why?
Let's not talk about hate.
I've told you never to come here unless I send for you.
I have important news.
What news?
First, you made me a promise, you know.
Yes?
To appoint me commander of the militia.
If your news is worthy of the appointment, I'll keep my promise. You know that.
I am honored by the Grand Inquisitor's reassurance.
Enough of that. Just tell me the news.
Sandrigo and Guarneri were together last night.
Where?
In the Campo San Luca. 100 people at least saw them talking.
What were they talking about?
I said saw them. Their heads were too close. Nobody could hear a single word.
of what they were saying.
No matter. They were together and talking. Privately. Good. Very good.
It's a wonderful day for the marriage of our children, Messer Leonardo.
It would be more wonderful if you were well enough to be there.
For me more than all of you. But I wouldn't like to interrupt it with a sudden attack. Nevertheless, my sick heart will be with you all the time.
The bell of the Palace of Justice?
Yes. Announcing another death sentence.
Alvise Frasca.
Yes. He confessed.
Under torture?
All legal. Even torture. Rodrigo Zeno is not a man to break the law.
Why is he so anxious for Alvise's head? Alvise has never harmed him.
Alvise is my friend. He's also one of the Council of 10. 1 from 10 leaves 9. 1 from 9 leaves 8. Etc., etc. The act subtracts my friends, and Rodrigo adds his. And soon I'm left with 0 on the council.
But you are the Doge of Venice. Can't something be done?
I sit with my doctors and medicines, neither alive nor dead, waiting for some miracle to bring the blood back to my veins.
But Sandrigo.
Ah, Sandrigo. There's someone, Messer Leonardo, who has no worries today. Messer Leonardo, if you please, I'd like to talk with Sandrigo alone, father to son.
I will wait for you in the boat, Sandrigo. We'll go together to fetch the bride.
What is it, Father?
There is something that I've been planning to tell you for some time. The truth of your origin.
My origin? What do you mean?
Do you remember when the tattoo was burned on your chest?
No. But perhaps I was too small.
Have you ever asked yourself who put it there?
Many times. But they always told me that you did it.
Tattooing is not a Venetian custom.
I know.
Whereas the Uskok pirates...
I know that too. The Uskoks always have tattoos of animals or strange symbols. Instead, mine is a picture of the Virgin Mary.
Nevertheless.
Are you trying to tell me that my tattoo has something to do with the Uskoks?
Many years ago, when I was Captain General of Venice, I attacked and burned an Uskok pirate ship. The only survivor was an infant child. You. You were beautiful, intelligent, brave. So tiny and yet so brave. You stood over the body of your dead mother, waving a sword bigger than you, offering to fight us all. I swore before God that I would make you my son. On the day of your marriage, you should know the truth about yourself and about me. Have I hurt you, my son?
I shall always love you as a son loves his father.
Thank you, my son, and may heaven bless you. Now go to your bride. You mustn't keep her waiting. Ever.
Ah, the children. What do you see, Minico?
The cortege is still far away.
Do you think they will let us go inside of the church?
Nobody can stop us. But you'll see nothing.
Why?
The ceremony will be held in the private chapel in respect to the Doge's illness.
Here. Here, Bortolo.
Esmeralda, tell me.
I see the blue and gold boat carrying the bride is leading the cortege.
Oh, yes. Minico, what else?
There are barges with the oarsmen in livery.
Ah, yes.
I have the flowers here.
Go on. Go on, Esmeralda. And remember what you have to say.
Yes. Best wishes for your happiness from the friends of Sandrigo.
Thanks.
Good, good.
Sandrigo Bembo, will you take Leonora Danin to be your lawful wedded wife in accordance with the rites of our holy church?
Yes.
Leonora Danin, will you take Sandrigo Bembo to be your lawful wedded husband in accordance with the rites of our holy church?
Sandrigo Bembo.
Yes?
Kindly follow me from the church. I have a communication which concerns you.
Don't be afraid, Leonora. I'll only be a moment.
Come, Michele. We'll go too.
Well, what is it?
Sandrigo Bembo, in the name of the Republic of Venice, I declare you under arrest. You will come with me.
On what charge?
I don't know. My orders are to arrest you.
If I don't know what I'm accused of, I'm not going with you.
In that case, it will be necessary to take you by force.
Sandrigo! Don't fight them. It won't do any good. Your father will surely put everything right. Please, Sandrigo, lay down your sword.
I will go now to the Grand Inquisitor to find out about this.
He should be here. He was invited to the wedding, wasn't he?
He didn't come.
Well, let's go.
Minico, follow them. Tell me where they take him.
Yes.
Why? Why wait 2 days to tell me?
The orders were to stay away from you.
Whose orders?
The Grand Inquisitor, Rodrigo Zeno.
Zeno, always Zeno.
His Excellency, the Grand Inquisitor, Don Rodrigo Zeno.
Your Lordship, you sent for me?
Yes. For 2 days, my son has been in prison, arrested by your command, Rodrigo. Why?
The Council of 10 ordered him imprisoned. I, your Lordship, did as I was ordered to do.
Why wasn't I told immediately?
You were sick that day. Too sick even to attend your son's wedding. I feared your heart might not stand the shock.
Such consideration is more than I would have expected from you. Now tell me why he was arrested.
To prevent your daughter from marrying a traitor.
My son? A traitor?
So defined by a law written by you yourself, which states that anyone carrying on relations of any kind with an enemy of the Republic is guilty of treason.
What is the specific charge against him?
The evening before his marriage, Sandrigo Bembo was seen in San Luca, fraternizing with Guarneri, chief of the Uscock pirates.
No, that's a lie. I was there too. Sandrigo stood up against a man to defend the good name of Venice. He didn't even know until later who the man was.
My dear Pietro, you should be more prudent when you defend a traitor, especially when you must admit that you were there when the treason was committed.
What kind of evil is this, that you threaten men who would tell the truth?
Let's face up to it, Messer Rodrigo Zeno. Would Sandrigo be in prison today if my daughter had chosen to marry you instead of him?
Your daughter has nothing to do with this. As Grand Inquisitor, it is my duty to enforce the law no matter who is charged.
If jealousy of Sandrigo has nothing to do with it, why did you stay away from her wedding?
My men had captured Guarneri, the Uscock pirate. I was quite occupied in getting a full confession that Sandrigo Bembo was a willing traitor to the Republic and had helped him many times.
It's a lie.
Evidence was presented to the Council of 10.
Your council. Your puppets.
The Council of the Republic of Venice. They ordered Sandrigo arrested. I obeyed the order. I would rather not have said this, but I cannot allow myself to be accused of partiality. It goes without saying that, in spite of the proof, I'll do my best to have my friends on the council join your friends to prevent the death sentence. But let us remember that the enemies of Venice and of the Doge must be punished without mercy. Just as, at this moment, the headsman of Venice is administering justice to the traitor Alvise Frascar.
200 ducats for delivering my note, or I promise to break your head when I get out.
If you were St. Mark himself, I couldn't deliver your note. You are in this jail by orders of the Grand Inquisitor. If I do something to help you, I'm going to lose my head.
Remember, I promised to break it for you anyway.
I'll bet the Grand Inquisitor gets to your head before you get to mine. Anyway, you have nothing to worry about here. It's when they send you to the Pozzi that you start breathing the air of the chopping block. Like that one out there. 3 days in the Pozzi, and then...
I took this honorless job because I hated the Doge and the Venetians, because I knew that those who had hurt me
would come under my axe, one by one. Andrea Dorigo, Corrado Dandolo. Today, Alvise Frasca.
And what about the one you hate most?
Patience.
Patience won't help. The Doge is too powerful a political figure. You'll never get him under your axe unless you do as I tell you.
I will not make false accusations against a man I don't know, especially if he's innocent.
You're forgetting that here in Venice, I give the orders.
I'm not a Venetian.
At the moment, you're in a Venetian prison. Now, if you can't be useful to me, I'll have to send you to the Piombi.
To chop off my own head? Don't do it, Zeno. Let something happen to me, and all Venice will know within 24 hours all there is to know about you and me. I'm not fool enough to come into this place without carefully protecting myself.
How intense is your hate for the Doge?
Must I tell you again?
Enough even to hate his son, too?
Yes, and he knows it.
Do you believe that sons should pay for the sins of their fathers?
I believe I must make this father suffer. I do not care how, no matter how.
Sandrigo Bembo is the son of the Doge.
I know.
It is against Sandrigo Bembo that I want you to give false evidence.
Sandrigo Bembo. Yes. With pleasure. With all my heart. Happily.
Leonora? Mother, is there any news?
No. At this very moment, they have brought him before the Council of 10. Your father is having an audience with the Doge. If there's any doubt, my dear, the Doge will certainly apply his power of veto.
Sandrigo Bembo, you have just heard what this man Guarnieri has said. What have you to say in your defense?
I've only seen this man once before in my life, without knowing he was an Uskak pirate. I have never taken part in any raids with him against Venice. The man is lying, and someone has paid him to lie.
Be careful what you say. Remember, you are here to vindicate yourself.
And not to make wild accusations.
I beg the council not to give any weight to the words of Sandrigo. His position has been compromised enough already by the evidence presented by Guarneri.
A word of a pirate against that of a Venetian gentleman?
Well spoken, Sandrigo. One should not believe the words of a pirate. But it's quite proper to ask ourselves what he has to gain by saying them. If Guarneri thinks he's going to save his own head by making accusations against Sandrigo, well, I tell him here and now that he's making a great mistake. Only the experience and sense of justice of the Council of 10 can supply the answers to these questions, so that it may reach a conscientious verdict.
Let's take the vote.
Take them away.
Give me leave to speak. Before we take the vote, I should like each one of you to bear in mind the fact that he is the son of a man to whom Venice owes much.
I would like to associate myself with the words of Councilor Grimani. And I humbly ask your leave not to be present at the voting, so that my person, which only has value because of the office I hold, may not influence your decision.
It was all no use. The 6 councilors who are friends of Zeno contrived the sentence. 6 votes against 4. The evidence of Guarneri was decisive.
Guarneri lied. If he could be made to withdraw his statement, I would have the right to insist on another trial. Tomorrow morning, without the Grand Inquisitor knowing, I will go in person to the prison. You'll come with me.
You haven't the strength to go
I'll
alone.
find the strength. Guarneri must tell the truth. If he's a true Christian, under oath on his soul. If not, under torture.
The Countess is at the door.
Come in. Come in, milady. Don't be afraid. Here we are all Sandrigo's friends.
I know.
Did you consider Michele Acca one of his best friends?
Yes?
Do you know that Michele Acca works for the Grand Inquisitor?
No.
Impossible.
Yes. It was he who reported seeing Sandrigo with Guarneri.
But why? Why?
Ambition. Only ambition. All Venice knew that Sandrigo was to have the command of the militia. And Michele Acca wanted that command.
How do you know?
You may think I can't see, but I have 1,000 eyes.
We must punish Michele Acca. Kill him, and I will do it.
No, you won't.
But meanwhile, Sandrigo has been condemned. We must save him.
Tomorrow night, somebody will set him free.
And how will you get to him? The guards are all faithful to Rodrigo Zeno.
Oh, we won't go in by the front door. Right, Menigo?
Right.
Which is Guarneri's cell?
That one, my lord.
Open it. I said open it.
But I...
Have you forgotten who I am?
Open the door.
It's open.
But it's open.
He's dead.
The pirate has escaped.
Unbelievable.
Convenient. The accusing witness gone.
I was not informed of your planned visit here.
Guarneri has escaped.
What?
What will you do about it?
I will order an inquiry and see that those responsible are punished.
I understand. Meanwhile, I have lost the chance to question Guarneri.
There's still a chance of a new trial for Sandrigo if Guarneri's confession is not in writing.
Unfortunately, it is on paper. Only yesterday, after the council...
The mosaic is almost complete. My poor son. Who is it? It's me, Menigo. Listen, Sandrigo. We're here to free you and tell you that... Get down.
Sandrigo Bembo, you're being transferred to the Pozzi. Come with me.
Leonora.
I had to come.
You should have sent for me.
One does not send for the Grand Inquisitor. One goes to call on him. Especially a beggar asking for justice.
You've come to a friend. A family friend. Your friend.
Then, prove it by freeing Sandrigo.
I'm only the Grand Inquisitor. I've no authority to set free a man who's been condemned by the council.
Condemned by you. Because I chose to love him instead of you.
If it weren't for Sandrigo, if your heart had been free, you might have loved me.
What difference does that make? There is Sandrigo. I love him. I'll always love him. As long as I live. If you must hate, then hate me for not being able to love you as I do him. He only took what I offered him.
Now more than ever, I have to prove to you that I did not arrest Sandrigo for personal reasons. I'll delay the execution and try to recapture Guarneri.
I want you to set him free.
I can't, believe me. My only hope is to find Guarneri and somehow force him to retract his testimony. Believe me, there is no other way of saving Sandrigo.
How can I believe you'll even try to save him?
I can't make you love me, Leonora, but at least I can keep you from hating me. I want you to trust me again. Both you and your father. And you must also try to help me for Sandrigo's sake. He has many friends here in Venice, and they may try to help him escape from prison by some wild scheme or other. Now you must tell them that they'll only be adding to his danger if they try. You see, the law states that a condemned prisoner trying to escape must immediately be executed. Now, we don't want that to happen to him, Leonora. We must have time if we're going to save his life. Have 2 horses tonight at Mestre. You'll be coming with me. And don't worry. When this affair ends, you'll be the commander of the militia.
Well, do you think we can count on Rodrigo, Zeno?
It's our only hope. We need time.
I'll do as you say. All attempts to free Sandrigo must be suspended.
Mm-hmm. All the same, my men will continue to keep a watch on the Pozzi prison.
We'll be sure of that.
I'll arrange to let Sandrigo escape. That will give us an opportunity to execute him in private, instead of in public. It will all be legal. Done as you wish by the hand of the headsman of Venice.
There's no possible revenge for me in a secret execution. I want all Venice to know that Sandrigo's blood paid for the death of my son. Thrown into the sea. Drowned. Bembo's fault.
A very effective scene, but impractical and dangerous. Sandrigo is very popular here in Venice. The people might revolt. That's why I prefer my plan. If you won't do it, I'll get someone else.
No, I'll do it if anyone does.
Be at my place tomorrow night. Wear your headsman's hood.
Are you sure he'll agree to escape?
I have someone he trusts to persuade him. I'm ready to pay you very well for your services, but I never forgive a traitor. We're agreed, then. It's a holy sign that binds you to your promise, Guarneri.
I know. Sandrigo, too, has a holy image tattooed on his chest.
Sandrigo is Guarneri's son.
And you knew this?
Always.
And kept it a secret?
Waiting for the time when I could turn a secret to profit.
And so the father will execute the son?
Exactly.
Classic. A great tragedy. Michele, go quickly, Sandrigo. There's not a minute to lose. There's no obstacle in your way as far as the little gate leading to the canal. A gondola is waiting for you. Go. Good.
Unfortunately, gentlemen of the council, our search has been in vain. The body of Sandrigo Bembo has not been found. In his foolish attempt to escape, he was drowned. And now, all we can do is pray for the repose of his soul.
That's not enough, Rodrigo Zeno. When there was still time, I could have exercised my right to pardon and have commuted the death penalty to life imprisonment. I didn't do it, out of respect for the council, and because it concerned a man who bore my name. But now I order the proclamation of the sentence and its reasons suspended. I myself will conduct the campaign against the Uscox until I have found the pirate Guarneri and made him tell the truth. The whole truth! That is all.
Leonora, come here, please. Don Rodrigo Zeno wishes to speak with you.
I have nothing to say to him.
I beg you. You must hear him first, Leonora. Then have the courage to answer him with whatever is in your heart. I have persuaded Leonora to hear you. But I beg you, don't disturb her peace of mind. She has come here to us in the convent, where she was as a child, searching for the peace the world has denied her.
Well, from what the Mother Superior said, it seems you've decided to stay here.
For the rest of my life.
You're too young to hide yourself in a convent.
I've had enough of this evil world you and your kind have made for us. There's no place for me in it.
You still believe that all that's happened is my fault?
Only your conscience can answer that question. But now, will you please tell me why you've come to see me?
Leonora, I've come to beg you to give me a chance to help you make a new life. I offer you my love, my devotion. I promise you, you'll never be hurt again.
I tell you, there is no life for me without Sandrigo. No life. But by staying here, I will find the strength to go on living.
Be careful, Leonora. There are others you love in the outside world. Think of them, not only of yourself and Sandrigo. Think of how you can help them, or hurt them.
Threaten God, Rodrigo, not me. Frighten him if you can, because one of these days, you'll be meeting him face to face for the final judgment.
Bartolo, there's someone to see you.
Pietro! Pietro, where are you?
Here I am, Bartolo. Where is Sandrigo? Is he still alive?
Sandrigo is in a bad way, but we'll pull him through. Now we want everyone to think that he's dead.
But I want to see him. I'm his friend.
No one is to see him. It's dangerous.
Are you accusing me of...
Oh, no. I'm not accusing you of anything. It's just that you all run around too much. And you don't know how to keep your mouth shut.
But we must let the Doge know.
No, the Doge was informed today that Sandrigo is still alive. And that's all. I don't want to have Sandrigo killed for the carelessness of others.
Let me see him, Bortolo, please.
You will not discuss this with anyone. I have your word?
Yes.
There's no one here, is there?
No one.
Come on.
Look, he opened his eyes.
Sandrigo.
Pietro. Bortolo. Smeralda. The executioner.
There's nothing to be afraid of. Sandrigo, you're safe here.
No. The executioner. The executioner is Guarneri.
Guarneri.
My child, you have had time for meditation. Today, your novitiate begins. It is my duty to ask you once again if your decision is final.
As it was the first day.
Order your men not to touch a hair of the girl's head. They know it. Come on. Quickly! All is well.
doing? You're on holy ground.
Guarnieri!
Come on, men!
Quickly, quickly.
May God bless you, Sandrigo Bembo. You have prevented a sacrilege, and your action will surely be remembered in heaven. And you, Leonora, the church gladly accepts a vocation, not a sacrifice. I know you made your decision not knowing that Sandrigo is still alive. His death was what decided you. Your vocation was the result. Go back to the world. There, too, there are duties to be done. Duties that must be fulfilled in the name of God.
I'll take Leonora to a safe place. Among friends who'll take care of her.
I'll entrust her to you, Sandrigo. Love her, and above all, respect her. May God bless you.
Corrado Vendradini.
What do you want, Sandrigo?
Your life. Although it's not worth much since you sold it to Zeno. Defend yourself. No one will harm you if I lose. I should have killed you, but I promised not to.
And this?
Send it to Rodrigo Zeno. Tell him that one of his best blades has been broken. Let's go.
Why are they taking so long?
The lookouts on the canals and the streets have been doubled. They must have had to take the long way around. There they are.
Sandrigo.
Don't worry. I've kept my promise. Bring him in. This is Corrado Vendradini. He's one of my most enthusiastic accusers. Thank her. Thank her for having saved your life. Take him away to some safe hiding place.
Sandrigo, thank you for not killing him.
I kept my promise, but I'm not happy. I should have killed him.
No, Sandrigo. Too much blood has been spilled in Venice.
I'm sorry. You're right.
All this will pass, and we'll be happy again. We must have patience and faith.
Sandrigo! Sandrigo!
Bartolo!
I defy all the guards of Venice to find Messer Vendradini, the illustrious member of the Council of 10. And there is room for many others. I have some good news for you children. In a few days, a Capucine father will arrive. He's a saint, an old friend. I've sent for him. If you like, he will marry you.
Since Sandrigo's back, all the counselors who are loyal to me have been disappearing one by one. The Doge is behind it.
The Doge?
Yes. He knows where Sandrigo is, but he's trying to regain the majority in the council before bringing Sandrigo back to trial. I must get Sandrigo before that happens. The answer is down there in the Giudecca, where Sandrigo's hordes of beggars keep him hidden. But how can I get in there? The place is impenetrable.
Well, now, there is someone who could go there.
Yes. There is someone who would not arouse suspicion. You're the only one who can go into this court of miracles without being suspected. You know the way and the password.
But the blind man will have known from Sandrigo who I am. And I'd be betraying the friendship and hospitality these people have always given me. No, I can't do it.
Think it over, Guarneri. And think carefully. The Doge has come to life. The idea of saving his son has rejuvenated him and cured him. He's out to destroy us, and he will if we don't stop him.
I've enough things against my conscience. That crucifix, watching me, is a nightmare. It haunts me wherever I go.
Listen to him, McKelly.
Chased by a crucifix.
The only thing left for you to do is to crawl to the Doge's knees. Ask him to forgive you for letting him murder your wife and child. A good Christian must try to understand and learn to forgive a murderer.
All right. I'll do what you want. And after that, nobody will ever see me again. Never.
Everything in order?
Yes, it is. Let's go.
Aren't you afraid they might recognize you, Guarneri? There might be trouble.
Don't worry. I've taken care of everything.
Sandrigo Bembo, vis accipere Leonora Danini presentem in tuam legittimum usorem ius taritum Sancte Matris Ecclesiae?
I will.
Ego coniungo vos in matrimonium, in nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
Like Sandrigo showing himself too much.
Oh, there's no danger. Nobody would ever dare to enter here if he's not really a trusted friend. It's an old law that's never broken.
could leave this prison, I give you a chance for life, both you and Sandrigo. In a few hours, it will be too late. The headsman of Venice will be obliged to perform his duty. I am already master of Venice. Even a doge can't touch me. All that I've done because of you. To have you. To marry you. Now, at once. In the church below, a priest is waiting for us. I swear to you that Sandrigo will be saved, along with all those of whom you are fond.
The laws of Venice prohibit a married woman from taking a second husband.
Married?
To Sandrigo Bembo, in the Church of the Carmine. The same evening your Uskok pirates attacked.
Married? Then I tell you, Leonora, you've decided your own fate.
Everything's ready, my lord. The youth of the most illustrious families of Venice are ready and waiting for a sign from you. And Sandrigo's friends have sworn their comrade shall not be put to death.
And the Grand Inquisitor?
He's reinforced his guard, but he surely will not be expecting a surprise attack.
Thank you, Grimani. Go through this door. It's safer. Why, what is the meaning of this?
Orders of the Grand Inquisitor.
Come. How dare you oppose the Doge?
When the Doge conspires against the Council of Ten and prepares an armed revolt, he loses all his rights. You're under arrest and you'll be tried immediately. If you'll excuse me, I will leave to enjoy the spectacle. What is it? What is it?
Are you ready, Sandrigo Bembo?
He's ready.
Take off your mask, Guarneri, so I can see what a monster looks like.
Don't worry. In a short while, your neck will feel the blade of my axe. Get out, all of you. Leave me alone with the prisoner.
The Doge has not yet appeared?
Not yet, Bortolo. But we must wait for the signal of the bells.
Minigo. Minigo. Where's Minigo?
He's up on the parapet.
He'll end up killing himself. The fool.
People of Venice, Let this be a warning to all who dare raise their hand against our glorious and most serene republic. Hear this sentence. It has been decreed that on this 4th day of March, in the year of our Lord 1654, by order of the illustrious Council of 10, sentence of death will be carried out on Leonora Danin, guilty of aiding and abetting the traitor Sandrigo Bembo against the safety of the Venetian Republic. Signed in the name of the Council of 10, Rodrigo Zeno.
You treacherous dog, that Sandrigo was my son. But you didn't think about the Madonna on his chest. You didn't know that holy image would perform a miracle and would prevent me from killing my own son. You'll pay for it.
Surrender, Rodrigo Zeno.
Michele, defend yourself. Don't kill him, Pedro. He's mine.
Is the Doge coming?
Yes, he's about to appear.
Cease this fighting, Venetians. Justice shall be carried out immediately.
Stay there. Don't move. Take him away.
I must now carry out a sentence of the Doge. Goodbye, Bortolo. Thank you for saving my son.
Guarneri, will you come back?
No. The Doge has spared my life, but on condition that I go into exile. I've given my word, and I shall keep it. Look after Sandrigo.